You and I, our lives have been beautifully impacted by these little flying creation machines. Now listen, we all have full-time careers, busy family life, constantly running errands, but for a few hours a week, we are transformed. We are now artists, cinematographers, editors, storytellers, adventure filmmakers. Many of us, this is our only creative outlets, creative self-expression. We get to put on our cinematographer hat, go out in nature, and escape the matrix. Leave the busy world behind for a few hours and get fully engulfed by the creative process. Considering different subjects and compositions in the scene, lighting decisions, decide what camera movements would look best for this shot. Oh man, this is our flow state, connecting with our beautiful environment. So here's why this video is titled The Most Important Drone Video of 2024. I discovered the most successful artists, craftsmen, creators throughout history. There is a single underlying methodology that they all adhere to, and it even dates back to all of the ancient wisdoms going back thousands of years. They all preach the massive importance of this. It's maintaining a childlike play during the creative process. I see many drone beginners who want to get better so badly that they slowly drift to this place where it gets too serious. They get caught up in all the specs and the gear and way too obsessed with results. They've drifted away from that beautiful, lighthearted trial and error during the creative process, which is exactly where all the great, true creative breakthroughs happen. Perfect example? Haha, let's show you this. I love sharing my playful trial and error with you guys. I recently had the bright idea of taping this LED to the bottom of my Mini 3 Pro. And under a full moon, I decided to try some long exposure photography with my drone streaking by. So let's show you the final result now, then the tutorial afterwards so you can get these results. What? Those are some of my favorite photographs of all time, from just childlike playful trial and error. Now, let's give you a quick tutorial so you can get results just like that. And you don't need a fancy camera. Any smartphone can take long exposure photographs. Now, when you get to your night scene, make sure it's very dark, no street lights or signs. Set up your camera on a tripod and put your drone up. Now adjust your camera position until you have a framing you like. You see here, I like how the beach fence looks in the foreground. You know, it adds some depth, some visual texture. You could say leading lines to a degree. After some test photos, I had to move the camera back a little bit and then point it up a little bit. Once the camera position is set, now keep taking pictures and messing around with the drone position and the drone path as you're taking the photograph. So I put a 5-second timer on my camera. So I hit the shutter button, then I count to 5 seconds out loud, then I move the drone across the frame. And remember, we're starting with a 3-second shutter speed here. So you have 3 seconds to move the drone across the frame. I put the drone in sport mode so it can move a large distance in that short 3 seconds. Can I confess something to you? I am truly winging it. Everything in life, I'm just winging it. What does that mean? You're curious about something in life, you're quickly self-taught, and you start before you're ready. And you learn fast along the way because now you got no choice. I'm a drone cinematographer. I'm winging it. I'm a full-time YouTuber. I'm just winging it. Before this, I was a famous leather craftsman with celebrity clients and private projects all around the world. I was totally winging it for the first few years. Before that, I was an investment banker for a few years and I worked at 2 technology companies. So this is my 5th professional career at age 52. Actually, there was one career that I didn't wing it because I couldn't. I had to be trained and certified. So for a few years, I was the direct care provider for developmentally disabled adults. Wow, that was emotionally rewarding and challenging. These people had challenges like bipolar and schizophrenia or Down syndrome and OCD. So it was my job to give these people the best life possible. Okay, back to drones. Here's how these clever little flying cameras completely shaped my new identity, my new career as a nomadic filmmaker. So 6 years ago, I decided I didn't want to be a leather craftsman anymore, and I didn't want to live in New York City anymore. Time for something radically new, and I had no idea what. Holy crap, what did I just do? I was walking away from my career, all my friends in New York. So now I had no money, I had no identity, I had no direction, nothing. Fellas, if you want to see if your ego is in check, walk away from everything and start over from zero. Yeah, my ego was kicking me in the pills, but I still had curiosity and optimism. And after 2 years of trying things and seeing what kind of sparked wonder for a new direction in life, I finally picked up a video camera and oh yeah, I knew I was onto something. Both of my grandparents were famous filmmakers a long time ago. My grandfather had a production company in New York City, and he was actually part of Jim Henson's team that was nominated for an Academy Award for a short film that was called Timepiece. And my grandmother, oh my God, what a fascinating avant-garde artist and filmmaker. If you want to Google her and learn more, her name was Mary Ellen Butte. What a gal. So 6 years ago, I pick up a video camera, but I'm still lost because there's dozens of different directions you can go in with a camera. I started a production company. I didn't like that. I tried a freelance videographer. I started on a small scripted short film. Definitely not. But then I remembered these 2 ancient wisdoms I once read. A life well lived is a life in service of others. If you want to be happy in life, make other people happy. Boom. That's it. It hit me. I found it. I was literally in tears of joy. I did it. I started traveling to underdeveloped countries and filming pro bono videos for charities to help raise awareness and donations. I never felt so alive. And right before my first trip, I picked up a Mini 2 drone. This little gal came around the world with me, and I just fell in love with documenting this beautiful world and documenting my life with it. Drones really were instrumental in guiding me as I started to form this new identity, this new life as a gypsy with a camera. But I recently had to put that on hold for a while. Both of my folks are in their final stage in life, so I need to be here and care for them and create some few last memories. So my adventurous life mission, it's on pause. But once resumed, you're coming with me on all my adventures around the world again. So please let me know down in the comments, what video should I make next here on the channel? Is there a specific topic or tutorial you want me to make? Thank you. Thank you for being part of our amazing growing community here, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Kakak kopi sini na, kamera mepeti kodu.